My first book, Til Time, The Sultan Siege, is now available to buy over on mattbryanwrites.myshopify.com. It's historical fiction, which means there are real historical people in the story, as well as some fictional characters. Today, I'm going to talk about some of them. First up are the protagonists. Imogen Blaine is a Scottish lass who grew up in Edinburgh and London. She's a martial artist with quite an imposing figure, and an introverted persona that gives her something of a cool loner look. Well, that's what she thinks anyway. Her best friend, Ashton Sinclair, is quite the opposite. Part Iranian, or Persian as he prefers to say, he's a rather outgoing nerd of history and philosophy and all things pop culture. But he knows how to handle a blade just as well as Imogen, luckily for him. Now, in the Middle East of the late 12th century, there is no greater power than that of Salah al-Din, known in the West as Saladin. A Kurdish general who first fought against minor crusader efforts to take over Egypt, and then against the Shia Muslims who ruled Egypt, he became the first Kurdish sultan of the Ayyubid dynasty. His goal? To reunite the Muslim world and end the infighting and corruption of the Abbasid Caliphate. Jerusalem is all that stands in his way, but his conquest won't be a bloodbath like that of the First Crusade. He follows tenets of justice, mercy, and honor, ideals he has instilled in his followers, some of whom we may even meet. When he does capture Jerusalem, it will kick off the Third Crusade, bringing him up against his one military rival, Richard the Lionheart, King of England. But even Richard will find that Saladin is not easily defeated. The Sultan's first opponent in his conquest is Reynaud of Chatillon, a French crusader lord who rules over the western edge of Jordan with a savage heart. Once, he terrorized his fellow Christians up north in Antioch and Cilicia, but now he terrorizes the pilgrims and merchants traveling between Egypt, Mecca, and Syria, in direct violation of a treaty meant to bring peace between Christians and Muslims. As a result, Saladin now marches his army on Reynaud's castle at Kerak. His days are numbered. Traveling with Saladin is Moshe ben Maimon, a Jewish scholar from modern Spain, who has become renowned even today for his insights into the Torah and Jewish law. In the Ayyubid capital of Cairo, he is lauded as the wisest leader of the Jewish diaspora, and he will remain so until his death. He's also the best physician in the land, and serves as the Sultan's personal doctor both in Cairo and when on the march. During the Third Crusade, he is even dispatched by Saladin to treat a wounded King Richard, after the Ayyubids were defeated for the first and only time by the Crusaders. There are some other fictional characters, of course, but I don't want to stray into spoiler territory. If you want to hear more about these Crusader mercenaries, Ayyubid warriors, and Ismaili assassins, buy your copy of The Sultan Siege today.